Till date, we have seen many interviews, including those of VCRC brothers who have joined the IAAS and the IPS, and of those who have settled abroad holding prestigious posts. But today's interview is going to be a very special one. We have among us a VCRC brother who has subdued the challenges of desire and worldly pleasure. Yes, today we have Reverend Sri Prahladanandaji, a VCRC who has broken the fetters of Moh and Maya and taken a spiritual path. A very warm welcome, Swamiji.
Om Namo Narayan, Jai Bhagavan. Namaskar everybody. This is Swami Prahladananda. I am with the International Vedanta Society as the Joint General Secretary, and currently I am staying in Bongaigaon as the ashram in charge of our Bongaigaon branch for the last 5 years. I am with the International Vedanta Society for the last 15 years, but I am also a VCRCian. I was in the 94-96 batch, and I have worked in NF Railway at Guwahati station as a commercial clerk for about 6.5-7 years, and in 2005 I resigned from the railways and I embraced this monastic life and I became a sannyasi.
Swamiji, please share your thought. What makes a VCRCN click and stand out in every field he is in?
VCRCians, they are, we are a very different kind of people. Actually, we are supposed to be that. If you all know that why the VCRC program was created in the first place. Railway was having a restructuring, and the VCRC program was brought with the purpose that the main arm of the railway, the face of the railways, is the commercial department, the ticket collectors, the booking clerks, the parcel clerks, those who cater to the customers of the Indian Railways. The Indian Railways felt the need that there should be some fresh faces. There should be a user-friendly. It wanted to present itself as a user-friendly organization and a customer-friendly organization. And for that, they decided that why not bring some fresh blood, young talents. The sooner the better. If young talents are included in the railways, then they can be trained and they can prove to be better representative of the department to the customers. That was the main purpose for which this entire program was created. And to a certain extent, this was a very it was achieved. The objectives were achieved. Most of the VCRCians are very agile people. They are very innovative. They are friendly in nature, and you can always tell a VCRCian from the body language of his or her that yes, she is a VCRCian. And later on, I will tell you how what was my own experience in my own life. So VCRCian people, we are the fraternity itself. We are a young lot and we are energetic. We don't fear risk. We have taken great risks. Many of us are no more in those departments or in those places where we have entered. We all entered as ticket collectors or parcel clerks or goods clerks or booking clerks, but many of us are have given exam. Many of you have reached higher level of the organization, respected places. And many of VCRCians, they have resigned from the railways and have pursued higher studies and higher career options. I have come to know that some of us are now IAS, some of us are with the IPS, some of us are with the foreign services. So it's great achievement for all. And you can see even one of my friend, one of my classmates, he is now a chartered accountant. He left the job to become a chartered accountant. So you can see we are very dynamic people. We are not like normally what people think us to be. VCRCian people, they are really dynamic in nature. They are innovative. They are risk takers, and they do have a very I would say above average intelligence. So no stopping for us.
Few of our brothers have tried to make a website for the VCRCians. Your comment please in this regard.
The team who has made this website, for them I have one simple message. You people are great. You have done a tremendous job, a splendid job. You know, who can say that a bunch of boys who just started life only a few years back, it seems as if it's yesterday, have come such a long way and have made such a wonderful national group where everybody can come and interact, be it serving VCRCians, be it ex-VCRCians like us. So great job, congratulations, and keep this movement going. This will help many people in the coming days, and this will also be a source of joy for many people.
Everyone is interested to know about your journey from a VCRCian to a spiritual Maharaj. Please let us know, Swamiji.
You can see I have become a monk, and there is another story behind that, why I have not pursued other careers or other things. There is a story behind that. Well, if you ask me why I became a monk, I was associated with International Vedanta Society for a long time. Before I entered into service, I was a member of this organization, and I had the good fortune of coming in very close coming in very close contact with the founder of our International Vedanta Society, His Holiness Sri Sri Bhagavan. He is a saint, regarded in very high esteem all over the world. He has many devotees in India and all over the world. But when I came in contact with him, International Vedanta Society was not in this such a big organization. I got this opportunity to constantly remain in touch with him, to learn from him, to see him, and he has taught me many things in my life, and whatever I am today, as in the spiritual world, in the spiritual field, is because of His Holiness Sri Sri Bhagavan. When I started my job, I told him that I am not very much interested in worldly matters. Then my Guru, Sri Bhagavan, he told me that no, it's not yet your time. You have some karma remaining. You will have to do your work. And he instructed me to carry on with my work. The instructions which he gave me was always do your work sincerely and honestly. Well, I have tried to maintain myself as much as I can. You know our line, but still I have tried my level best. Sincere work I used to do, although I was not very punctual all the time. I would spend most of my time with the monks in the ashrams or organizing spiritual events, meeting dignitaries, the governor or the ministers or different things. At that time our headquarters was being built, so I was busy there myself. But in spite of all this, I was working, and it was really very nice to know many of the VCRCN people. The first time we met, we all had a get together, was I think in the year 1998, where different batches came together, and we came together to celebrate our fraternity, and we were introduced with many people. At that time there was no internet, there was no Facebook, there was no Google, so internet was a very new thing at that time, especially in Guwahati, and it arrived late. But still, we hanged out, we met with each other, and our community grew. Now I am seeing that it has grown leaps and bounds. Very big, all over the world. Many people are there, and it's very heartening to see such a wonderful expansion of the fraternity. So I congratulate you all being part of this family, and I may feel myself very happy that I am also part of this family. Although I am a monk now, and a monk don't have any past, but still somewhere in my heart I have a soft spot for fellow VCRCians, and it will remain there forever.
Last but not the least, what's your message, Swamiji, for the VCRC fraternity?
I would like to sign off by sharing another experience of mine, which happened in the year 1999 when I was still with the Indian Railways. My father has just died. I took my mother to Haridwar on a pilgrimage, and from Haridwar we came to Puri to have a darshan of Jagannath. Our train reached Puri very late. It was supposed to reach at 7 or 8 o'clock, but it reached at around 1 o'clock, at 1 a.m. So that was my first time in Puri. I didn't knew anybody. There were no internet at that time. In Assam, internet, mobile internet especially, started very late compared to rest of India. So I had no mobile, there were no internet, and I knew nobody at Puri at that time. So I was supposed to reach Puri at 7 or 8 o'clock and then go to a good hotel, such a good hotel for my mother. And there were also a couple of more old people with me. And unfortunately our train arrived very late, 1 a.m. And at 1 a.m. there were no communication. I mean, I knew nobody. I couldn't take the risk. So it was a crazy situation for me. Then I went to then I saw a young ticket collector working at the enquiry counter. And the moment I saw him, By his body language, I got to know that he is a VCRCian. And I approached him and I said, are you a VCRCian? He looked at me and gave a big smile and said, yes, I am a VCRCian. Are you also a VCRCian? I said, yes, I am also a VCRCian, and I am coming from Guwahati. I am from NF Railways. He said, smiled and said, tell me, what can I do for you? Why don't you come inside? I said, no, I just need one help from you. And he said, what can I do for you? I said, please see that I get a retiring room. Can you check and see whether there is any retiring room available or not? And he checked his register and said, sorry, there is no retiring room available. And I was very disappointed because, the situation, because of the situation. Then he told me, don't worry, you can take the dormitory. I said, no, I don't want to take the dormitory. I don't want to keep my mother in the dormitory. He said, don't you worry, it's a very nice dormitory. You just go and see, check it out for yourself. And I went there and I checked the dormitory. Yes, it was a very nice dormitory. It was not normal. It was not it was very nice. It was a big dormitory, big hall, big like 5 or 6 beds. And it was more like a hotel room than like a dormitory, railway dormitory. I was very happy, I said, okay, fine. I came back, I said, fine, please, let's do the paperwork. He said, forget the paperwork. First you take your mother, you make her rest, and then I'm here till the morning. You can come anytime at night and I will be there for you. It was so energetic. He was so energetic. He was so he was trying his level best to help me out. And I took my mother, and after some time I came back and we chatted for a long time. And I now don't remember his name. I'm very bad with names anyway. He asked for my email. Unfortunately, at that time I didn't have any email. And I didn't have any mobile. I didn't have any email, so we couldn't communicate any further after I returned back from Puri. But till today, I remember him. And if he is watching, if somebody can tell him that, I don't know his name, so I'm sorry whether he will know it or not, but thank you. Thank you for that day, for saving me, for helping me out, helping my mother out. A big thank you from the core of my heart. That is the VCRC spirit, my friends. See you all later. Have a very good time. Stay happy. Give your best to life, and rest be assured, life will also give its best to you. Take care of yourself. My love to you all. Jai Bhagwan. Om Namo Narayan. Sometimes people ask me, what is the use of spirituality in our day-to-day life? Spirituality is our base. What we are doing, where we are standing, everything is based on spirituality. Let me tell you how. Whatever we do it through our mind. मन होता है ना, मन से काम करते हैं. So if the mind is disturbed, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, everything is, it has an effect on it. If you are cooking, even somebody is cooking, and if his or her mind is disturbed, then the cooking is also not, it affects the cooking. It's not tasty. Sometimes there is no salt or more salt, so it affects cooking. You can see that whenever there is in your home, you see that the food is not good, it's not tasting good. Ask your mother or wife are you disturbed? And most of the time you will get the answer that yes, they are disturbed, they are bothered in some way or the other. So you use the mind in your office, you use your mind while you are dealing with your wife, your children, with your colleagues, with the customers, with your higher officials. Everywhere you are using your mind. And if this mind is stable, your works are nice. They have a nice effect. You will see that all your program, all your works, they are getting done smoothly. But if this mind is not in a very stable position, then you will see that it's affecting your behavior with your family, it's affecting your behavior in your office, in your work, it's affecting your behavior socially, it's affecting your behavior everywhere. So it's very important to keep this mind stable. How can we keep this mind stable? Know that how it works. This mind is always tempting you. It's throwing one desire after another desire to you. Today you need a raise, tomorrow you will need a car, day after tomorrow you will need a flat, day after that you will need a foreign vacation. Everything, all the time, your mind is throwing tantrums at you. It's always throwing one desire after another towards you. And what do? We spend our life chasing those desires. Always chasing. We are never satisfied. Even if I get a raise, do you get satisfied? Do you get the satisfaction? No. It remains for a while, then it goes. You have a family. Are you satisfied now? No. You need something more. Even if you go on a foreign vacation, are you satisfied? You want to go on more foreign vacations. Desires, if you keep on fulfilling, it's like pouring ghee in oil, in fire. The more you put, if you put ghee, what happens? The fire dims a bit, but the next moment it lightens up with much more vigor. Similarly, if we keep on continuing fulfilling our desires, you will see that it's endless. And a time comes when you will see that you are unable to fulfill your desires. You become, because we are growing old. People grow old with time. So you will see that you don't have the physical strength, you don't have the mental strength anymore, and maybe sometimes you will see that you don't have the monetary strength even. So you cannot satisfy your mind. And this mind is such a thing, if you have, it throws 100 desires at you, if you fulfill 99 desires, one desire you cannot fulfill, your mind will always show you that, see, you have not given me this, you have not given me this, you have not given me this. It will not thank you for fulfilling the 99 other desires. One desire which you have not fulfilled, one work which you have not done, it will always prick you, keep on pricking you. You have not given me this, you have not given me that. You will see it in our behavior also. If somebody is, you have promised somebody that you will buy her or him a gift, and for some reason or the other you are unable to do that, gone case. That person will always tell you, maybe not directly but indirectly, sometimes directly even, they will always show you that, see, you have not given me this, you have not given me that, you have promised. In your childhood, you were contented with a 1 rupee toffee. now, and you had, most of the time you didn't had any money in your pocket. Some pocket money, 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 5 rupee, 10 rupee. If you get a 10 rupee note in your childhood, you felt like a king or a queen, we felt like that. But now most of you are earning handsomely. Most of you will have a good bank balance. But do you get that? Do you have that same satisfaction? Are you now contented with 1 rupee toffee? If you eat a 1 rupee toffee, does it give you the same satisfaction? No. You don't need a 1 rupee toffee now. You need bigger things, bigger toffees, bigger, luxuries and all this thing. That is how the mind works. It will always give you one target, next target will be a little bit higher up, another target will be a little bit higher up. And you keep on continuing, and chasing these targets takes its toll. It takes its toll on our mind, mentally, on our body. We are getting very frequently burned out. Burned out syndrome is a very common thing nowadays. We are getting heart attacks, we are getting strokes. So these are the problems which is created by nobody else but your own mind. That is why it is said in spirituality that blame nobody but me to blame. You are responsible for whatever problems you are facing. There is no enemy outside. That's the teaching of Indian spirituality, that there is no enemy outside. The enemy is inside, and that is my mind, which is always anxious, which is always disturbed, which is always throwing one desire after another at me, and it's burning me out every day, little by little. So don't think yourself as one with your mind. Always know that mind is different from you. It's your mind, it's not you. It's your body. You are the user. You are the user of the mind. You are the user of the body. You are the user of everything. But you yourself is different from the mind, the body, and whatever there is. And that who is using is a stable entity. We call it Brahman. We call it Atman. You can call it God. You can call it Jehovah. You can give it any other name. Whatever name you want, you can give it. We call it Brahman in Indian spirituality. In Hinduism, we call it Brahman. It's not Brahman or Atman. It's not like Brahma of Tridev, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshnu. That's 3 different gunas, 3 different entities. But this is Brahman, Brahma. Hindi में या संस्कृत में इसे ब्रह्म कहा जाता है. So that Brahma, you are Brahman, I am Brahman, we all are Brahman, everything is Brahman. The day you realize this, all this chase, all this anxiety, all this restlessness, it will disappear and you will find peace. Peace is not outside, peace is not in any, it's not in any material, it's inside you. You are yourself peace. Peace is your another form is peace. Sat, Chit, Ananda, that is you. Satchidananda is another name of Brahman. Satchidananda is another name of God. Sat means eternal, Chit means consciousness, Ananda means bliss. So eternal consciousness, blissful, that's you, and always know that you are that only. Try to dwell on that. Try to realize that. If you try at least, you will find a different taste of life.